Hi guys, welcome back, and what we're doing today is looking at that first full song, which is a kind of Foo Fighters inspired tune, which brings together everything that we've done so far. So it talks about the pentatonic scale, it's got full scale, so major scale stuff in it, it's got various alternate picking ideas, it's just got everything in it. And on top of that, there's the pressure to kind of learn an entire song. So this is something that is a skill that every guitarist needs to learn. It's not just about learning part here, little bits. It's all about being able to put it all together in one song and really, make it sound like a tune, make it sound real. So that's what we're going to be talking about. And there's two parts to this tune. And in this first video, I'm going to take you through the first bit, which is the riff. So let me just play you the riff first. I'm going to put my distortion on to play through it, and I'm going to play it through like this. You ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there it is. So there's our riff. Now, it's pretty hard to go through, and if nothing else, it's just quite hard to remember. So first of all, let me put you in the right position. We're using the C sharp or E major pentatonic. Okay, now let me just refresh you as to that. So the reason I say C sharp or E major is because this song, it kind of fits into both keys. It's a little bit minor, it's a little bit major, but we know full well by now that should be exactly the same thing, right? So, because we're going to come up to C sharp. So let's get our way up to there. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp. Okay? So we're up here, that's on the 9th fret is the C sharp. Now the E, of course, is the 12th fret, because we know that the octave, the double dots mean that we're back on the first note, which is E. So whether I start on the C sharp or the E determines whether or not this scale shape is major or minor, really. So that's why I say it's in either the key of C sharp minor or the key of E major. Hopefully we can hear the difference between those two. Okay, so if you're still not sure about that, then go back a few lessons and just brush up on the major and minor pentatonic ideas. Now then, that's where we are, okay? And we kick off right up here on the 12th fret of the B string, okay? Now, what I want to just add to this is that we're occasionally hitting 2 extra notes, okay? So the pentatonic has got 5 notes. Okay, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it all starts again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it all starts again, over and over again. And remember when we did the major scale, that had 7 notes, right? Well, occasionally we're going to hit those 2 extra notes that we normally leave out of the pentatonic for the major. Now, don't get bogged down in this for the moment, because that's in a later course where we talk exactly how that works and how to use it for our own soloing. For now, just accept that these extra notes that we're adding in are from the major scale. Okay, so we're doing from the B note, so that's the 12th fret of the B string, down to the 10th fret of the B string, then to the 9th fret of the B string, then we're going to the 11th fret of the G string, okay, just follow these notes, then the 9th fret of the G string, so we've got so far. So most of this looks like the pentatonic, there's just that 1 extra note that we've added in. There. The rest is pentatonic. Okay. Then we're going to come down even further to the 11th fret of the D string. Then back up to the 9th. And then the 11th. And we're going to break it up there. So this is going to be our first little run. Okay. So let's just do it nice and simply. So 12, 10. 9, 11, 9, 11, and then back up, 9, 11. Okay? Okay. Now, the other thing to remember is that we're doing 2 notes on each position, in each fret, basically. Okay, so 2 plucks of the plectrum. That was a bit of a tongue twister for me. So we're going down, up, 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 down. Okay, so at this point it sounds a little bit like a nursery rhyme, you know, when you do it that slowly. But let me just do it a little bit more up to pace, that same run. So it's really important to get it up to the speed that we need to get it up to, that you're doing it nice and alternate like that. So down, up all the time. Otherwise it's going to be a real strain on the right hand, okay? So there's your first little run, okay? So just pause the video, spend a minute or two just going over this. Until you've got that together. Now, assuming I'm unpaused and we've carried on, we're going to go to the next little run, which is this. Okay, so let me take you through that. First of all, assuming we understand that we do double hit on every single note, I'll just take you through the notes. So we start on the 9 on the G string, then we come back to the 8. So that's another one of those major scale notes. This is not from the pentatonic, this is a major scale. So we just accept that for now. Then we come back into our pentatonic shape over to the 11th fret of the D string, the 9th fret of the D string, 11th fret of the A string, and then we're going to go back up, 9th fret, and then when we get to the 11th fret again of the D string, what we're going to do is we're going to bend it a full tone. Now, previously, when we've done full tones, we've gone upwards like that, and you're more than welcome to do that. But for me, a little rule I live by is that for the E, A, and D strings, if I need to bend, I bend downwards. Just because, think of it really, really logically, really basically, you've got more fretboard going that way, because you're on the lower half of the board, aren't you? So you've got more room to bend higher. Here, you're going to quite quickly get to the top of the actual board itself, and there's nowhere else to go. Okay? So we're just going to bend that down a full tone, and then back up again. Like that. Okay, so remember, a full tone is 2 frets up. Okay, so that run again, let's go through it. So we've got 9, 8, 11, 9, 11, 9, and then we go like that. Okay, so I'm going to do it with the double picking now as well, and I just want you to start getting the rhythm idea in your head. So we're going to go. And that's what the rhythm should sound like, okay? So again, try and notice the fingers I'm using. I want you to use the same. Okay? So let's put those two parts together. So we get this. Part 2, straight into it. Okay. Cool, excellent. So then all we've got to do is add one last bit and we've got the whole riff, okay? First thing to mention is that happens twice. That part there, you do all of that twice, okay? So after you've done that twice, you have this last part which just simply goes like this. And that's the end, okay, of the whole riff, okay? So that's just simply 11, 9, 11, 9, 11 on the D string, 9, 11, 9, and we stop, okay? And after that, we break for a whole bar, okay? So, I'm going to put that all together for you with the drum beat, as we do, and it's really important that we practice along to beats just to make sure we're getting the rhythms right. And then we'll see how we go. We'll do it nice and slow. So I've got it set up at 100 BPM at the moment, which is going to be pretty steady, but you might still need to work up to it, okay? So let's just go for this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. Last part. And that's it. Okay, what I'll do is, just for you guys that couldn't quite keep up with that, we're going to slow it right down, because that was pretty quick to be fair. We'll get right back down to 80 BPM, our favourite beat, right? This is the one. There we go, and we'll do it at this pace as well. Hopefully you guys that couldn't keep up with that, try this. Remember, you've got the tab as well to actually play along to, which you can set at any speed you want. So 1, 2, 3, here we go. Again. And then the last bit. Okay, there we have it, guys. Now at the end of that, you wait one whole bar, which is essentially 1, 2, 3, 4. Before you come into the verse. Now, I'm going to take you through the verse in the next video because that's more than enough to get on with. Really practice that until you've got it as good as you can, at least up to 80 BPM, if not a little bit quicker, and then approach the next video where I'll show you the verse.